Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Now today I am going to be doing the acceptance of me being into university and picking which one I want to do with the courses and everything. But until then you have to send it in, and then by the next day you will have your acceptance letter with all of the things, whether you're able to do a defined course, I think it's called, or just a normal one. So I just bought this apartment just so I could live there for a day, because obviously there's no point doing a house and everything because that's just milking it. So just moved into an apartment and signed up to university straight away, because I wanted that to be the first thing that she does, because I really want her to, you know, just get to the point here. I am very a get to a point person. I'm not going to just beat around the bush. There's no point in doing that, is there? So she's currently applying to university and we should hear back the next day, and I think we did. I did constantly check though, because you can check the status of the university application, and so yeah, it's officially gone off to university and hopefully I get accepted. I will not confirm or deny anything early, because I do know. So dramatic irony there. I go off and read a book, naturally, because she does have that bookworm trait, so every spare moment she wants to read a book. Yeah, I actually don't hate the design of this apartment. It's very yellow and green. The bathroom horrifies me, but there was no point going into building it just to change the bathroom. But it did horrify me quite a lot. I actually did the welcome wagon also. That I don't normally do that either. I don't know why I did. I just did, you know. I talked to the people, but I did throw away that fruitcake, because that fruitcake has no place anywhere. Doesn't deserve to be anywhere in my apartment. No, fruitcake sucks. So yeah, I ended up talking to this guy who came to my door first, and then everyone else arrived. So I think this was just a guy just, you know, welcoming me, and then everyone else arrived, and you know, this is the guy holding the fruitcake. So I have no idea what happened there, but you know, my game wasn't glitching, so I was very grateful. So I invited them all in eventually. I'm just still talking to this one guy though. Don't know why, but I was. And yeah, she's talking and talking, doing the welcome wagon. Normally I am the quickest and probably one of the only people that do this, because it's rude, but I get rid of that welcome wagon. I hate it. I despise it. I just don't like the fruit. Why bring over something that's going to make me feel sick later? Because when you eat that fruitcake, your sim gets that little moodlet of bad food, so I just clicked on it and threw it away, because that thing is not staying in my house. No. But someone else did empty the bin for me, so that was very polite of them. So yeah, I ended up checking on the application status. I don't know why, I just did it 5 seconds ago, so I assumed it wouldn't be that much better. Oh, and also if you see money going into my account, it's because I have known this lot has a gnome trick where I get random tips from gnomes or something. So that's why if you see random money going into my money, that is why. So yeah, I end up, you know, using the disgusting bathroom, which is just awful. Why would someone design an apartment like this? I might do a video redesigning this apartment, because one, it is too big, and two, I don't hate it all. I quite like the yellow theme. I just don't like the bathroom. And I always use this apartment if I know I'm not going to live here for very long. So I might redesign it. Actually, hold me to that. I will redesign it. At some point I won't upload a university video, and I will do another build challenge video, and it's not even going to be a challenge, it's just going to be me redesigning the apartments, because they are one, very big, they are too big. There's nearly 3 bedrooms here. That is way too many of bedrooms to be in an apartment for one person, and the bathroom is not big enough and not proportionate to the amount of room there is in the apartment itself. So I am going to be doing a redesign of this, just this one specifically, maybe make it into 2, I don't know. But I go and make food because, you know, food, because now I'm tense and scared of the thunderstorm that's going on outside. Why am I scared of a thunderstorm? It's just a thunderstorm. Anyway, I go and make food, and it doesn't go too well. Watch and observe. And this is why having the cheapest cooker in the world is not a good idea, because this happens every time. Just observe. I'll be silent. Oh, look at that! She's making a meal, and then she keeps on getting everything in her face, and then yeah, I was looking at the thunderstorm to see how bad it was, and it wasn't that bad at all. Maybe it's because she was cooking when she was so tense, but I don't know. She started cooking, and then it's a fire. She started a fire in her new apartment, so I just I could have died. I could have had to restart that entire thing, and I didn't, but that's not the point. So I run outside until the fire's over, and I get the most lousy reimbursement payment, because the reimbursement payment didn't even pay for one thing to be replaced. So I just had to use my own money, and if I didn't have to pay that back, I could have actually made university without having to have the loan, because I was only a few hundred off, and I spent 600 replacing those counters. I debated whether doing it or not and just using quick meals, but I didn't know how long it would take for the university application to go through, so I decided to replace them. So yeah, I went to bed very stressed and ended up replacing them, because whoever's in this apartment next would want a working cooker and counter, so I'll just have to live with having a giant student wine. But I'm pretty sure I sold all of the furnishings, so I managed to get a pretty decent amount to spend in university. Let's just hope I can pay it off later on, but I don't know if I'll carry on with the university game after university. We'll see. We'll get to that when we get to that. That's ages away. But yeah, I need to use the disgusting green toilet again, and I do. I'm not happy about it, but I do. And I'm still very, very tense from the fire, so I continue eating my food that didn't cause a fire this time, because it's a salad. Can't cause a fire using a salad because it doesn't require a stove. So I checked the university application again, and then I got accepted. So I decided to, and right here I had to pick which one I wanted, and I ended up picking the old English styled university, not the modern one, because I don't know, I felt more attached to the old one, you know. So I showered forbidden words because I didn't get into I only got into the normal courses, not the, I can't remember what they're called, courses, you know, the special ones. So yeah, I end up picking my courses in a moment. I'm just waiting for her to be less tense. So this is my enrollment guide, and I have to pick a university, which is the first step. So I ended up picking Britechester because I just think it's a better university in general. Most people I've watched do this university thing actually have picked Britechester. Not many people have picked the other one. So I don't know, maybe that makes me feel like I made a better decision maybe. But I ended up picking Britechester. This is just me reading through it. I'm sure you've all heard this nonsense about 1,001 times, but basically Britechester has all the history, and they offer kind of the same courses. There is an overlap like in a Venn diagram, but they offer also some different ones. But I knew what I wanted to do, and she ends up studying computer science because I thought that was really cool and, you know, tech nerdy, and I did want to do culinary arts, but that's a completely different one I can't do now because of it. And I decided to do all 4 classes and no ethical class or whatever it's called, because if you do 4 classes you can't take it. So I thought it would be pretty cool to do computer science to its maximum potential, and yeah, I looked through all of them and I didn't like the sound of them, and none of them really linked to computer science, so I just left them, which is not something that happens very often actually. Most people do pick one, but I wanted to do a dedicated course dedicated to computer science. So I end up just looking through all of them and just not liking any of them. Like, I was tempted by photography, but I didn't, and just picked no elective. And then I slowly went to pick the fourth. So that is me applying to all of my, well, to my university. I was going to say all of my university, that's all of the courses. I ended up picking the being there, you know, in university dormage, because I think revising from home is too easy. You know, you'll have your own computer, you'll have all of that stuff, and I think that's just too simple. So it was a hard choice. I did want to do it from home, from my apartment, but I decided to do it from university dormage, you know, have a university friend that I'll not contact after, you know, I'd done this ever. So I picked university dormage, and there's 2 university dormage, and one of them has girls and one of them does not, and one of them is more expensive and one of them is cheaper, and there's no difference. So I'm feeling, but I went with more expensive to see what I'm missing out on, you know. So I click next, and this is the price of everything added up, and it doesn't end up being cheap, so I have to pay with a student loan. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So then I click next, and I am off to university. That's all the money gone, and so I leave. I'm gone. I've become a butterfly. I'm eating a love heart. Please excuse me. And yeah, I was a little bit confused. There were 3 people there, and they joined my household for some reason, but I do get rid of them. Don't worry. This is a solo experience. If you like, comment and subscribe, and leave what other challenges or series or something you want me to do in the future. Or just tell me you like the video, because that also does help. So until next time, I shall see you later.